What's happening, all you road dogs and highway hounds that come on to me?
Oh man, but I gotta change my voice to do that. I don't know. So, sounds like Ethereum is forking up everything beyond Ethereum. So, Coinbase is possibly insolvent because of the replay attack in Ethereum. I think I had this idea. If you remember, if you've been watching, hey, subscribe to this channel, share it, like it, comment, do whatever you do. Help this channel grow. You know, I'm just trying to keep everybody updated, but I appreciate all the help I can get. I try and keep it ad-free and all that kind of stuff, but if you could help me out by sharing it and passing this word around, you know, I'm just trying to help a brother out, so helping his brother out, alright? So, anyway, so Coinbase is possibly insolvent because of the replay issue, I think they're calling it. The Ethereum replay. Basically, what I was saying when I found out that they forked up, Ethereum forked up, I'm not a big fan of Ethereum. Put that out front, but I do own Ethereum, and I own Litecoin, and I own Bitcoin. But, and the reason I don't like it is because, you know, Joseph Lubin, one of the founders, is a former Goldman Sachs guy and a hedge fund manager, and in R3, I see them catering to R3, which is a big banks, which is pretty much anti-Bitcoin, in my opinion, and the way they're forking it up and centrally planning Ethereum, I just think I don't like it. You know, and Rootstock, www.rsk.co, can do everything, is Turing complete, that can run on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. So it's coming in Bitcoin. I think people are just impatient with Ethereum. Anyway, back to what I'm talking about. So, Charlie Lee, I guess he said that the Ethereum Foundation, Central Planning for Ethereum, told Coinbase that there's no need to worry about protecting against the fork, about basically what happened with Classic Coin. I put a link in the article that I'm talking about in the thing below, so you can read where I'm getting it from. I have read different articles and stuff like that. This is the main one that I think is kind of the best, that explains it the best. But so anyway, so they forked up, right? Central planning at Ethereum forked up. They made the hard fork, and people didn't like it, so now we got two chains going. And now IBM, who's in with IBM, the blockchain side of it, like one of the lead developers, I think his name is Martin Hagelstorm, down in Latin America someplace. Check the link below. He basically said that both sides, Ethereum Classic and Ethereum hard fork, are acting like children. Okay, and Ethereum is just forking up all over the place. Now, the problem with Coinbase is that, you know, they jumped the gun and got Ethereum, had to get Ethereum to be traded, and I think it's because of central planning and Ethereum. Both Winklevi and Coinbase at the same time added this called Ethereum, or this brand new crypto, untested, and hasn't been around very long, and within a year it's all forked up, and under normal circumstances this coin would have failed. But I mean, you've got the central planning at Ethereum with a bunch of Goldman Sachs type people that are good at investing and know how to move, market and all this kind of stuff, and they've marketed the crap out of this coin, which happened to be a big disaster, and it's turning into a bigger disaster. So basically, Coinbase, according to Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, he said that central planning over at Ethereum called Coinbase and said, don't worry about protecting against the hard fork. But apparently they should have protected against it, because from what I gather, for every dollar that was lost in Ethereum Classic because they didn't prepare for it, 500% or more was lost somehow, and I'm not too sure on how that is. But so if there was $10,000 and dang, I'm pretty heavy. Had to make a fairly emergency stop. But what did he say? 500 or 300? I think he said 500. I think 500%, 538%. I don't know why that's thinking in my head. I wouldn't believe that. I don't believe anything you hear from me, people. I wing it. I'm doing this all off the top of my head from what I've been, looking around and what's sticking. Sometimes the wrong thing sticks, so buyer beware, you're not paying for this content. But, so anyway, for every dollar, like 500% was lost because they didn't, something to do with Ethereum Classic got all jacked up. So basically, because somebody at Coinbase made the bright idea to add Ethereum to GDAX, which is a stupid move, to add a coin that's not even a year old, or I don't even want to call it a coin, this thing, and there's just so many problems with Ethereum, people. I mean, if it was traditional stock or a company, I think people would be in prison. But because people don't really understand what crypto is, I think, law enforcement has a hard time keeping up. But anyway, so for $10,000, 500,000, what would that be? $500,000? 10,000. Or 5 million. Hell, I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know what Coinbase is going to do. Now, I've talked to you, I did a thing a while back about who are you, and a couple of you answered there. And I'm kind of gathering from that and from other places that a lot of people don't hold their own private keys. I think a lot of people who are just coming into this space who didn't go through the Mt. Gox thing, I didn't lose any money there. I just sat back and learned. But one thing that you need to know in this space, you have to hold your private keys, because Coinbase could go down. What's that one? There was one that I can't remember. These exchanges go down, and when they go down, bam, they go down, and it's done, and it's over with. And people are saying, "Well, where's my Bitcoin?" It's like, well, do you hold your private keys? no, I just left it on the exchange. Well, don't do that. You need to learn how to do cold storage and hold your own private keys. And if you don't have any, if all your stuff is on an exchange someplace, man, you are missing. You are totally missing what Bitcoin and Litecoin are all about. I'm telling you people, you've got to hold your private keys. Anyway, but that's, I think I need to do a video on that. But so, yeah. Coinbase could possibly be insolvent. And if they are, that's going to suck because I don't know where else to buy it. And their customer service has been going down for a while. I don't have a credit card on there. I mean, I tried like 2 or 3 times to link my credit card to it. And they said that they sent whatever their 14 cents or whatever they sent it to my credit card. I call the credit card, it's like, we ain't got no record of anything. And I'm like, okay, so I have to wait a week for an ACH. And it's like, it comes out of my bank in like 3 days, and then Coinbase has got to hold it for another 2 or 3 till they feel like giving it to me. It's like, dude, you got my money, give me my freaking Bitcoin. Right? But what are you gonna do? But I think I need to start looking for a new place, because it's pretty clear that the leadership at Coinbase is, and I've heard that people are really upset with Coinbase anyway, so I don't want to go to the Winklevi. I don't want to go to the Winklevi. So if you know a place, I think Circle, I don't know if you can link that to your bank account or not. I've heard of that. I might try them out. Leave a suggestion if you know of anything else, because I'm going to need a backup plan. But no, guys, you don't want to hold your wealth on an exchange, even if it's Coinbase. I mean, Coinbase looks like they got their stuff together, but apparently they don't. And a lot of I can't remember that stupid Cripsy looked like they had their stuff together, and they just whoop, gone. You remember when Shapeshift.io just kind of went whoop, it was done. That's how these things go. And I ain't saying I don't hold nothing on an exchange. As soon as I get my Bitcoin, I change it into whatever I'm changing it, put it on a cold storage, and forget about it. And my thinking is, I just want a portion. I just want to be in the crypto space, because there's so much risk involved. I mean, if the government makes it illegal, I'm in. I'm already in there, so they can shut down all the exchanges anyway to get out, in and out, and that's fine, because I'm in. But, guys, you gotta hold your private keys. But so anyway, yeah, Coinbase may be insolvent, and let me tell you, folks, before Mt. Gox blew up, people were warning that Mt. Gox was insolvent. So this is not a joke. This is not something to take lightly. You want to hold your own private keys. You should anyway. You don't put it in the vault. You don't do anything. You don't trust a third party. That's the whole thing about crypto, Bitcoin and Litecoin, is that you are your own master. You're taking charge of yourself. You don't have to trust a bank. You don't have to trust Coinbase. You provide your security. You manage your wealth. You don't have to pay somebody else to do that. And I've heard heard that Coinbase's fees are going up as well to cover this loss. So, you know, I'm not too worried about fees. I never have been. But, you know, I'm actually getting ready to make a significant purchase. For me, a substantial. I'm going to be coming into a little bit of money, you know, which is a lot of money to me. And the way things are down right now, I'm thinking, yeah. See, now a lot of people are worried about Bitcoin going down and they're jumping out of it. It's like, man, this is the time to jump into it, folks. It's like backing up a trailer. I tell you, you turn towards the trouble. Things are in trouble right now. Great time to buy. And I ain't a salesman on this stuff. I'm just telling you, that's the way you invest. You buy low and you sell high. You know, when you see the Ethereum Classic running up, that's when you're getting out. Get out of it. You know, when you see it crashing down and you believe in the concept of it, buy into it. Litecoin has been down. I believe in the concept of it, so I buy into Litecoin. Bitcoin is down. It's going down right now. It's like 609, so it's down, what, 45 bucks, something like that. And you know, I don't have money right now to buy, but if I did, this is the time to buy because it's going down. You buy when you see red. When you see red, that's when you buy. That's not, you know, people that get depressed and start selling. And I heard somebody sold their Bitcoin and put it into Steemit. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Talk about impulse buying. You guys, be careful. Be careful. And I hear people say, well, I just wonder what the average crypto investor is doing and thinking. Look in the mirror, people, because we are the average people. You have to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. And so if Steemit is hot, I'm out of it. Ethereum Classic is hot, I'm out of it. I'm doing the opposite. People say Litecoin is past its prime, it's done, it's over with, it's boring, it's just sitting there flat at $4 a month. I'm all about it. I'm buying it. And then when all this shakes up, when all this stuff with Ethereum, oh my gosh, Ethereum has got to fork again. Ethereum needs to fork again. And nobody's doing it. The guy from IBM said they're acting like children. Ethereum is forking up big time. And sooner or later, people are going to realize how forked up it is. And when they do, they're going to go someplace. I suggest Bitcoin and Litecoin. And I suggest holding your own private keys for a long time. You know what? It's boring. It's, you know, not exciting. It's, you know, it's not going to make you excited when you wake up or, you know, it's like, whatever. But what it is a good, solid platform. Ethereum was untested. People ran into it because, you know, Vitalik is a genius. But Vitalik is a 19-year-old kid, too. And I'm telling you, I just made it through my 30s, and being in your 30s is bad enough for immaturity. You know, and I'm still struggling pretty good. But no, man. Don't fall for the hype, people. You can really lose it. You can really, really lose it. Be careful. Learn how to do paper wallets. Invest for a long term. 5-10 years, price points. You know, I want to see Litecoin hit $100. I want to see Litecoin hit $1,000. I want to see Bitcoin hit 10,000, 100,000. I really do think it's going to be Bitcoin and Litecoin that win out because they're simple. They make all these complicated coins, get all forked up because, oh my gosh, didn't think about that, didn't think about that. Well, you know, Bitcoin and Litecoin are boring and simple, and they're like Legos, and they're really hard to mess up. They don't mess with them too much. You know, they gotta mess with them a little bit. But the engineers, Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, was warning the leadership at Coinbase not, don't do it. And they didn't listen to him. The guy's an engineer from MIT. Why do you have him on staff if you're not going to listen to him? Charlie Lee, when the Dogecoin thing came about, see, Dogecoin was a crypto that some kid made in his basement. And then he was like, holy crap, it actually, people liked it because the dog was cute. And that's how these things are. I mean, there's nothing special about Bitcoin and Litecoin that make them valuable. It's just that people like you and me believe that they are valuable. As soon as people don't believe that they're valuable, their value goes away. But anyway, so this stupid meme pops up, and everybody thought, oh, that'd be cute, I'll throw $100 into Dogecoin. And all of a sudden, it really started taking off. Well, it's starting to threaten Litecoin's blockchain because he used the same freaking algorithm. And so Charlie Lee, the engineer from MIT, approaches the Dogecoin guy and says, hey, merge it in with Litecoin's blockchain, let's merge mine, it'll make Dogecoin stronger and whatever. And the guy was like, just a trick, you know, he didn't believe him. Old Chuck Lee is trying to, you know, save a major problem. And finally he was convinced and they merged mine. So now they don't have to compete. But that's the kind of mindset that you got with Litecoin. You've got an engineer from MIT that's actively involved. You know, a lot of these guys on the Litecoin atmosphere are they're really good engineers and they're really bad with marketing. But what you got with Ethereum is one brainiac who's very young that got sweet talked by a bunch of Goldman Sachs hedge fund managers and, you know, those types. And they sweet talked this 19-year-old kid and he thought this was my time to shine. And he jumped in there headlong. And they're doing their marketing campaign, which kicks butt. I mean, they really sold a lot of them. And you know what? They forked it all up. And it's still there because they're propping it up. They want it to succeed. But, man, what a mess. What a mess. And they're going to fork it again. So what are you going to have? Ethereum hard fork 2, hard fork 1, and Ethereum Classic. So you're going to have 3. You're going to have 3 different forks. They got to fork it again. To make Ethereum viable, they have to fork it again. And then you got all these big players looking in who aren't going to just, you know, they're looking in and they're like, these guys are arguing and bickering. They're acting like children. Somebody needs to do something because this crypto is really screwed up. And they're all just standing around, no, you need to do it. You need to do it. And, yeah. Whatever. But, now read the article below. I'll put a link on how to make paper wallets. This is a nice thing about Litecoin is that there's such a most everything you can find with Bitcoin, you can find with Litecoin. And most everything that you learn about Bitcoin transfers to Litecoin. They are the gold and silver of the cryptocurrency space. And they're very similar. And I encourage you, if you're investing in this space, you're probably going to lose your butt with Ethereum and steam it, if you're into steaming. I mean, And I like steaming. I like the idea. I like the concept of it. But if you're putting your Bitcoin in there, man, do not spend any money to put in that thing. You don't know. You don't have any idea what's going on there. I think it's an awesome platform for sharing videos, making friends, and making some money. That's cool. Actually, I think my Steemit account got hacked. I shot him an email, but I heard that it got hacked, and I didn't think nothing about it. I created an account as soon as Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Manager, talked about it, because he's a cool dude. So I went over there, I created it. I went to check it last night, and it's like my password was wrong. And I'm like, password's wrong? That ain't, my password's right. I know it. I never. And then I started looking around, or I listened to one guy, and he was saying he had problem logging into his account. His account was hacked. I mean, I only had like 10 of them things in there, but you know, Steam power for signing up, and I just kept it like that. I just went in there to check the value, and it's gone. I mean, I don't know if it's gone or not, but I can't log into it. So what's up with Steemit? I should probably do another video on that. Maybe I will. But yeah, that's weird. Bitcoin and Litecoin, folks. They're safe and secure. Just learn about those two at dollar cost average. Just save your money in it. And guess, you know, in my thing, you know, I mean, you do what you want. I'm not trying to make advice here. But don't get addicted to the rush. The rush of feeling good. Feeling good watching that Steemit price go up. Watching that Ethereum price go up. Watching Ethereum Classic go up. Man, that's awesome. You know what? You really need to calm down. You need to take... It's an addiction. That's an addiction. These guys leaving their money on exchanges, fully exposed to all this risk, and you're doing that, and you know what? You're going to have them rushes. You're going to have them rushes. You're going to have them rushes. But you know what? When you come down, you're going to come down hard. You're going to stay down. And you're going to look and think, what the heck did I do? Because that's what happens when you get addicted to a rush. You need to be disciplined. You need to think rationally. This is a new money space. The gold and silver concepts of that space are probably going to win out. They've already got, what is that? Adam Meister just posted a video of your network. I think it's www.your.network.com, which is basically a Steemit for the Bitcoin blockchain, and I imagine they'll be able to switch it over to Litecoin too, like they can with Rootstock. www.rsk.co. All of these things, these altcoins that are not, and Bitcoin is probably going to be the main one, and I think Litecoin has the best shot out of any other crypto out there because of that. I mean, the brand is good. I buy it. I literally buy it. I don't buy Ethereum. I did in the beginning. Fear of missing out. FOMO. Thank you, mate. And I bought a little bit of Ethereum. I've got pre-fork Ethereum. And I don't know. They got to fork it again. So whichever out of the three is